fashion and has a big impact on self-evidence and also on someone's self-esteem. That image processing allows computers to do analyzation on facial features. And lastly, neurovision is the AI that is used in this project to analyze facial feature to classify it to facials. So moving on to the first objective. First objective is to identify the current process and problems regarding hairstyle selection and implementation. So this is under requirement analysis phase. What I did is I conduct related review on current hairstyling process and also on challenges faced in hairstyling, on articles from Google Scholar and also related on this. And I managed to get some insights on current hairstyling process and managed to determine the problem statements. The problem statements that I will to get is that the customers lack knowledge regarding hairstyles and how facial related to it. And the other one is barbers incompetence to entertain customers' demands. Next, for objective 2 is to recognize suitable facial classification algorithms and its associated mobile technology. So this is also under requirement analysis. So I done another literature review and also try using similar application downloaded from Google Play Store to determine the facial classification technique, the similar hunting mobile technology and also the evaluation metrics. From this activity, I managed to determine the classification algorithm with neurovision, hairstyle implementation process, which is AI-based, using Gemini APIs. The mobile technologies, which is multimedia, sensor, YouTube, and video API. Evaluation metrics is accuracy and also system visibility scale. And the monetary strategies that are considered is impact and engagement. During this objective also, I do data operation, define and understand facial data set from the web. Next. So, for objective 3 is to develop a prototype of a facial classification app for hairstyle selection and recommendation with a facial classification algorithm. So, there is two phases included in this objective, which is system design and also implementation. So what I do in system design is that I do prototyping, which I design the system architecture, flowchart using diagram and also wireframes, using Draw.io and also Flutter. Then I do the operation, which is I process the data set that I get from table, using RoboFlow and Google Color. Then we process the processed image dataset and the processed dataset and testing image that I get is around 1,154 files. Next is on implementation, which is dataset training, which I do on Google Color. I do this using Analytics Biology to get the train facial classification model. Then I do application development using data intelligence framework, which I integrate all the functions that I mentioned, which is facial classification, hairstyle recommendation, and also hairstyle tutorials videos. This activity, I managed to get the fully functional AI and also the fully functional all mentioned features. Lastly, for objective 4 is to evaluate the usability and the performance of the selected facial classification algorithm. I do the two evaluation methods that I choose is the accuracy testing and also SMS evaluation. So for accuracy testing, which I do in Google Lab, on testing set around 297 class, the result is 57.6%. This is considered to be moderately low, but this result is caused by the low evolution from the dataset image itself, the subjective classification of face shape, and also the detected sense of overfitting and the relatively small data set, which is around 1,124 files. confidence evaluation, and we need to get an SPF score of 83.86, which is considered to be excellent. Then I do the documentation process. With this, I completed the finally project. Then this is the architecture. So the process starts with the facial data set. I get from Kaggle. This data set undergo data processing layer. I do in RoboFlow and also Google Color. The data processing that I do is data validation, image cropping, data splitting, image resizing, and also data application. Then I also not just do the training, I also do testing in this process. And finally, the facial classification model that I get, I converted to TensorFlow Lab to be integrated in the user interaction layer, which I use traffic. Then, in this user interaction layer, the user can input an can upload image from category or manufacture the image itself. Then set with the in-app function. Then the system will classify the face shape for the user, and then the output will be sent to Gemini API, which will recommend some hairstyle recommendation to the user, and then the user can also query the hairstyle recommendation to the API, which then will fetch videos from YouTube for technical videos. Next. So next is the project demonstration. So I start with the splash screen and directly go to the image. As you can see here, the photograph and dialog. We are here to guide the user to input a specific type of image for facial classification. This is the global.
Image, the existing image. This is actually image of the user.
No, this is for the image of user. So I do is that
I mean from your app.
Yes.
You scan the face of the user.
Yes, but they need to first upload the image first.
Maksudnya tak ada gambar direct.
Like they capture and then they save and then they upload.
Yes, that also and it has a function. Okay. So this is the guidelines for the angle of the image that they need to input. This is my tip for the video itself. I only choose to show 3 hairstyle recommendation to avoid tackling of the image.
So when you buy the confidence level, you buy confidence level.
So the confidence level. So the face shape the I choose is oval, round, and square. So around oval, round, and square. Around between these 3 face shape, they have a confidence level for each of the face shape. So for example here, it is up. So this image, the face structure is obviously seen to be classified 100% to be square. So which means for oval and round, there is 0%. But for example, if the confidence level is around 80%, that means that for round shape and also square shape, and round shape and also oval shape, there is maybe around 10% each.
But the confidence regarding your person, but this one.
No, the confidence level that I mentioned here is the confidence level of the system itself.
How do you measure confidence of the system? Because possibly we want to measure the accuracy of the image, kan? This is more accurate.
Ataupun ada perbezaan sebenarnya accuracy dengan confidence level yang awak cerita ni.
Yes, there are some differences between the confidence and accuracy.
Actually together so personality kan.
So, very explain tadi. So, what happens, apa yang jadi sini sekarang ni adalah the app ni pun ada confidence level kita sendiri juga. Okay, accuracy dia verification, accuracy itu for semua terus. Faham tak? Untuk verification. Kalau untuk confidence level ni, sebab apa cara sekalipun bila dia buat classification, dia memang akan dapat tiga confidence level untuk verification. So memang takkan ada possibility untuk satu shape saja yang ada dia punya
Confidence refer to what? Refer to the system, except for the yang confidence level. Dia worthy kita cakap. System yang confidence.
Maksudnya apa? Confident ini adalah
Sistem competence lain
dia confident. Tengok kalau sekarang ni dia confident yang memang yang facial structure dia adalah 100% square. Tapi kalau macam kalau ada facial lain, sebab
confidence
macam
ada recommendation ke apa dia?
bukan not recommendation, classification, facial classification.
classification. Diklasifikasikan apa bentuk muka tu.
Classification. Macam yang saya kata tadi pasal subjektif facial. Apa yang saya maksudkan adalah pandangan orang pasal facial ni dia subjektif. Ada satu study yang mengatakan facial takkan 100% satu facial saja, takkan spesifik satu facial. Someone tu memang akan ada level nanti dia bentuk yang petak, tapi sebenarnya dia ada round sikit.
Jadi dia sendiri dia tak kita confident about saya lebih more prefer in terms of accuracy of the shapes dia akan in terms of confidence, but confidence is something kita yang so back kepada ada lagi back kepada your objective.
Objektif
Slide. So you are so actually what is different if you are using face shape algorithm?
Facial classification
Is that in the face shape they have in the face shape, so if what are the actually you akan study recognize distributable face shape classification. So how many types of face shape algorithm based on your study?
There are several, such as the other facial algorithm is CNN. And also
But you, the first one, the second, actually you want to recognize suitable. So actually, how many face shape classification algorithm that you do the art?
there are quite some, but I don't know the right one.
So in your project, so which face shape algorithm you are using?
I'm using Eurogate. Actually, Eurogate is the I didn't find any research that use Eurogate as a classification model for facial classification. So possibly my app is the first to do this type of algorithm for facial classification.
Your study, first you do the suitable, the second data you want to find the suitable, then from that it is what the outcome should be identified, what the outcome, what the algorithm that are using in your application here.
So
In the implementation.
the research I conduct not only on similar, not only on similar approach, similar type of project, but also I do research on the algorithm itself.
Okay, so
So
I understand that go pada your third objective here. First one you want to recognize. Is that after that you got you recognize the algorithm, and then you want to do develop second objective. What is the second? To develop prototype.
Like
Okay. Okay, you will develop prototype of face classification app. For so actually you are face safety, you akan get the differentiate of the percent.
Yes.
And then from there you are doing recommendation. So in the recommendation, there's two things here. First, determine the face algorithm, and then for recommendation, what algorithm are you using for recommendation?
That is not algorithm.
Huh?
It's not that it doesn't have algorithm, but the recommendation only use the API.
How do you
So,
do recommendation here?
the recommendation process. When the face shape is detected, the type of shape will be brought to Gemini API to get the lifestyle information. So what happened?
You are using the API one.
Yeah, using
What API you are using?
Gemini API.
Gemini. And then what is your algorithm here?
YOLO is for classification, facial classification only.
Face classification you are using YOLO.
Yes.
Why you put the develop prototype using YOLO algorithm? Instead of the first second is you want to identify the algorithm, and then now you got YOLO algorithm to implement in your prototype. Correct? Now, because I mentioned from there, which algorithm you are using, but you just mentioned you're not sure. So suppose in your app you are using YOLO algorithm.
Yes.
Okay.
So supposedly this need to be set YOLO to that.
develop prototype using the specific plus apa algo yang nak guna. Betul.
So baru dapat the first second one you just identify. That's why I can how many algorithm yang ikut dia hadap buat LR. Tak boleh jawab itu kan. And then now you go pada YOLO lah. But you tak mention YOLO is part of your LR. Do you put the YOLO in your LR?
I do put YOLO in my plan. I also
Okay,
mention
why you use YOLO instead of CNN?
because I understand from YOLO is that it has a specific improvement in terms of their detecting the facial feature, the feature extension. So this point make me want to try to develop it for my project.
Go back to your core objective to evaluate usability and performance. Performance or you evaluate accuracy here. Everything. But performance something different lah. But I think accuracy I don't know. But saya teori kuat lambat dan saya tak go in detail kan. So actually you are using evaluate performance to accuracy. Kalau accuracy you have to put accuracy not performance. Another one here you mentioned of the selected but suppose you have to evaluate not performance of the selected face shape classification, you have to do evaluate the prototype. The objective should be evaluate the evaluate the selected macam dia nak buat nak usability of the face shape. How you evaluate the face shape? By right, usability is on the app or the prototype you are developing. In detecting face saya kena dari segi objektif lah. And then you are doing what SUS what? Stand for what?
System usability scale.
System. So how many did you mention how many respondents?
Actually, it's 30
respondent.
respondent.
Wait, test your app. Who your respondent?
I just choose them randomly. Yeah, around my classmates and also some of my friends. Because the objective of this SUS is to get the usability level. So I didn't do any graphics regarding the SUS.
Okay, that's by the system. Okay, jadi saya tak kira lagi.
dia actual orang yang sini.
Can you should have to capture the image of the
Dia ini jangan dulu untuk bahagian foto jadi.
Ada lagi proceed.
Ini saya berikan dulu.
Demo pergi, saya dah minggu.
so the image dia akan ni yang ini yang recommended hairstyle.
Yes, betul.
Kalau orang lain kalau perempuan macam ni?
Tapi
Ada lelaki.
Ada lelaki.
lelaki.
Kalau orang lain macam ni?
maksud
I mean this one your siapa tadi?
saya.
Ya, mau pada ada student.
Boleh buat, boleh cuba buat. Tak tolong siapa muka yang tu. Kita buat Arif. Ada muka bulat dah. Oval, square dan juga round. Okey, hari ni kita muka apa?
Dia tak dapat nak classify lah.
Okey, kita tengok confident and ni apa? Okey. Baik. Okey. Tunjuk dulu kat ni. Okey. Ni gambar lakat atau korang ambil gambar dulu?
Gambar ni.
Okey.
Gambar ni.
Apa tadi?
Macam sama tu.
Muka apa?
Muka yang atas. Tapi
Oh,
dia
square.
bukan square.
Square. Tapi kenapa dia punya recommendation tu model sama ke ataupun jenis
Tapi
kartun?
model sama. Dia nak tunjuk hairstyle tu boleh saja.
Okey.
Gambar untuk hairstyle sama. Kalau dia punya hairstyle recommendation tu yang dia detect sama dia untuk sebab saya menetapkan hairstyle recommendation. Kalau certain type of nama tu macam contohlah side swipe. Dia memang akan cari gambar di side swipe saja.
So meaning dia kemungkinan besar gambar yang potong side part tu 2-3 jenis muka akan dapat benda yang sama lah. Maknanya bulat pun boleh, kemungkinan akan dapat.
Sebab memang hairstyle pun tak semestinya memang boleh ada dekat banyak fashion. Dia bukan satu fashion kan. Sebab gambar semua saya bukan dalam
Tadi confident level ni. Tapi kalau as a user I don't understand. You get and then you get confident level.
suppose the confidence level need to be explained further because the confidence level from what I understand is from what I understand is that the accuracy is the accuracy to all the fashion estimation it is for all the fashion lah. Kalau for confidence because like I said before the classification will distributed the 100% of classification will be distributed between the three fashion. So that's what it means that if the system confident that for example this fashion around 54.4%, the system confident that the image is 64.4% to be square, but the other two classification, the other two shape might have around 40% combined. So that's my expression from the confidence.
Maknanya kalau you have kedai order kalau you want to be graduate you punya perform accuracy kena actually cuma dalam ni report you accuracy. Based on your this one, how accurate dia punya percent from the system, from the
Entirety for the
Yeah,
classification order, 57.6%.
Huh?
57.6%.
Ini result in the years lah.
I only showed in the developers. The accuracy here.
So that's why macam so kena buat dia punya lah punya probability tu. Then the report yang ini dengan pula dia dia refresh banyak hari tu. Okay, back pada last question dia berpunya ini pada segi yang your data pre-processing.
Yes, sir.
How do you do data pre-processing? Okay.
So, what I do here, I use Overflow, which is a website. Actually, this website can get the data set also, but
Okay.
because of the facial image for male image only, they don't have in any of the public data set in Overflow, so that I just use Tegel. So, what happened here for data balancing, the image for the data set, there is very much
So you're
difference.
using data balancing image copy you are doing manually.
The data balancing I do manually.
Balancing cropping
Cropping I use Google Colab.
mobile app.
Google Colab. Google Colab I use
How do you do crop?
the HKSK.
You run the API.
Not API. The for the cropping by using HKSK and also in Google Colab, it can detect the face shape and I can crop it according to what I want. First it will detect the face shape and then I can add more
How many data? How many picture taken from the camera?
From Tegel, because of the from Tegel 810,
810.
which is 270 respectively. Then for data security, it's also function in Overflow. It is also in Overflow and data augmentation. It's all in when I do to create a new version of data set. There are some functions that will show if I want to do how much sensitivity I want to do, how much resizing, and also the data augmentation.
Okay.